What's good, everybody? Welcome into a little bonus content here on BTT Behind the Turnbuckle with my partner, Big Tommy C. I am the coach. And Tommy, you and I had a great war room for our premium customers and viewers and fans this week. But one name we didn't talk about that I thought would be apropos, necessary, is the champion, arguably the biggest star in the world right now, and that is Cody Rhodes. We loved the main event at SummerSlam, but now as we move forward and with Roman Reigns coming back and attacking Solo, the big question is this, Tommy: what is next for Cody Rhodes?
Boy, Coach, I've been thinking about that for a while because the whole buildup up to SummerSlam, it was all about Drew, Punk, and Seth, right? That was the dominating story. Like Cody was like pushed aside, and I'm like, are they talking about Cody even on SmackDown and Solo? It just didn't seem like it was a big enough match to go up against Drew and Punk. So I'm thinking, man, this like Cody seemed like he got pushed aside a little for this promotion of SummerSlam. No disrespect to Cody at all, because the guy is money, all the way money
Mm-hmm.
through and through, right? So what is next for Cody? Who else can go up against Cody on that SmackDown brand, which is ridiculous? I would like guys to come. I would love Randy or I would love Damian Priest to come over and say, "Hey, Cody, I want a shot at the title." Right? So why
Yes.
wouldn't that happen? Because you can't. Well, Randy Orton did it on Monday night. He's a SmackDown guy. He challenged Gunther. Let's open it up because right now on the roster of the brand for SmackDown, I could think of AJ Styles, which he fought in France, and Logan Paul. And I'm not sure Logan Paul's going to get the shot right now. I think he's going to be away for a while. So who is it, Coach?
It drives me insane that the WWE, and it goes all the way back to our time in the company, that and it all comes back to money. They doubled the tours, they doubled the live events, they doubled everything because of money. But this notion that it's like the NFL or the NBA and this guy can't go play in this sandbox is ridiculous to me. They're an entertainment company that does pro wrestling. They make their own rules and they're hurting themselves because of it. But you bring up a great point. Randy Orton shows up to challenge Gunther. Why? Because they needed somebody to challenge Gunther that didn't mind losing when they go overseas, and that also Gunther could get over, and the fans would be like, man, Gunther's a great champion. Why can't we do that with Damian Priest? Why couldn't we do that with somebody else? Or, Tommy, why can't we have Cody go to the other brand and say, listen, I know I'm the champion from SmackDown. And by the way, why do we need two world heavyweight champions? Why do we need that? We don't. Because Cody's that grinder, right? He'll show up 2 nights a week. He loves it. For 10 plus million a year, I'll show up to both damn shows every single
Yep.
week. So, Tommy, I would love Cody to show up on Monday Night Raw and go, listen, I'm a little bored over there. Roman's busy. Solo's busy. What would you think if they did that?
I would love it, man. I would love Cody to jump in Gunther's face and say, you know what? You're the champ. I'm the champ. Let's have one champion and let's have a match and see who gets it. Cody can definitely carry it. There's no doubt about it. Cody can carry one title for this company and
Oh,
one. And
oh, oh, oh! Thank God! I thought you were talking about a match with Gunther. And I was like, oh, Tommy, my head's gonna pop off. But
no,
okay, I agree with this. Go ahead.
I think, and he can run to the cows come home until they're ready to do Roman or Rock and Cody or whatever the case may be, because those two guys, Rock and Roman, are the only ones right now who are on the level of Cody. Now, I love Drew. I would love to see Drew get involved. Punk, I'm sure, love to get involved. But because of this brand split or whatever, and they still got the angle going on with Drew and Punk, I don't know how much longer they're going to carry that out. Maybe till
Mm-hmm.
October, like we said, potentially Hell in a Cell. So right now, I don't know what's happening with Cody. I'll be interested to see what happens Friday night if he shows up on the show. It's not going to be any of those young guys from the bloodline. They don't deserve it yet. It's not going to be Solo again. So the only reason why I can see they could do Solo again is because Roman interfered. That's the only way I can see they could do a rematch.
Yeah, but Roman's back now, and that's got to be the focus for Solo. If it's reality based, why would Solo be focused on the title when the guy that he's trying to replace is now back?
Right.
That should be his whole focus. But Cody seems like the type of guy, Tommy, and tell me what you think about this. That Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw, they're putting him, it looks like, into a program with Bronson Reed. And that would be elevating Bronson Reed, as you so eloquently talked about on the War Room. Cody's the type of guy, especially at this point in his career, because of the way his first WWE run went, that he understands what it's like to be overlooked. I believe he would walk into the office and say, listen, you don't got any major star for me. What if we create a storyline and make it believable with somebody smaller? What do you think about that?
Wow, that's an interesting point. I don't know how people would react to that, Coach. I really don't.
I don't either. I don't either. It's just, I feel like the money is so big that right now, Tommy, the WWE storyline wise, they're getting caught up in, they just released the second quarter earnings again, right? And it's just like they're getting, oh, we made more money than ever. SummerSlam, biggest gate other
Yeah,
than WrestleMania ever. It's
right.
not always just about the dollars and the cents. It's when you focus on the dollars and the cents, sometimes you can lose track of this. And I think right now they're saying, well, Cody, his merch off the charts, ticket sales off the charts. There's no way we're going to put him in a program, because what people don't know, Tommy, is the live events are a place for them to practice matches for when they get to TV. So he'd have to
Yep.
work with that person at the live event. And are you going to put I don't know. I'll just a Chad Gable. Are you gonna put a
Yep.
Chad Gable in a main event at live events night after night after
Oh
night?
my God.
And it's
You
not
just
about
saw
Chad
my reaction.
Gable.
No, no, I'm not trying to crap on Gable,
Yeah,
but man, who would want to see that match on a pay-per-view? Gable
I know.
against Cody. It's
I
just
don't think.
Gable, you know,
I don't
unless
think
he was
they'd ever
Kurt
admit.
Angle like Kurt Angle, and he's not.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think they'll admit that they're? Because I think you and I have been right that their roster, as far as stars, is very thin. They've got a
Yep.
lot of people. They got a lot
Yep.
of talent. They
Yep.
have a lot of wrestlers,
Yep.
but stars, Tommy, they're very thin. I think it's starting to show up right now, don't you?
I do. I think there's potential for big time stars. Bron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes, all these guys that came up from NXT. I think Bron's going to be really a big time superstar after winning the the Intercontinental title. I think Carmelo Hayes, they're pushing to the max. He had his first time on SmackDown. He fought Cody. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
but these guys got to go a ways, man. They're 6 months, a year away from even being potentially a top tier guy, being in the same realm as Drew, Damian, and Cody. So they still got to build up their resume before they get even close to any of that stuff, Coach. So
All
it's a
right, so
really
tell me.
like there's a big drop off from between
Yeah,
Cody and these guys, and then you just got nothing. Like I don't know. It's really weird, man. The situation's weird. They're making money hand over fist. I mean, wrestling fans are wrestling fans. They go to any show. So it's really crazy the way it is right now with Cody. He just seems like a champion. Like he was in the hottest storyline ever 3
yep.
months ago, and now it's just oh,
We
you're
got
gonna get
3 months to
solo.
kill, right? We have three
Yeah.
months to kill till Survivor Series, which has really been diluted the last 20 years. So, Tommy, the next big one we're talking about is the Royal Rumble. And you brought up the name that's the ultimate wild card in all of this. And we know Rock's ego is not, and maybe his schedule too, is not going to allow him to come back and do a normal storyline. He only wants to do like the big WrestleMania leading up to.
Yeah.
So we've got to get to January. And I would love to see a Cody Rock rivalry. I mean,
Oh,
who wouldn't love to see that?
yeah. You
Who
started
wouldn't want
that
to see
rumble.
Cody John Cena?
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
Cena, but he's going to be gone for a little while. He just taped Shark Week, which he was very good, by the way.
yep.
But January, I don't think we're going to see Cena. And why, Tommy? Because they want to set the anticipation because of the Netflix deal, $5 billion, and the year of John Cena starts in January. If you bring him back in October or November, you can't do that. You
Mm-mm.
can't do that.
No way.
So
Nope.
it goes back to the money always. So,
Yep.
Tommy, last question. We'll put a button on this, and then we'll get to Monday night with you and me. Give me a scenario. You could be right. You could be wrong. Of what they do with Cody on Friday Night SmackDown this week.
I think Cody comes out, cuts a promo, and he goes, "I'm a fighting champion, and if you guys think you're ready to step up, well, here we go. I'm challenging anybody right now to come get this championship. I'm ready for both brands. I don't care if you're on SmackDown, NXT, Raw, or he should cut a promo like that. I am the champ, and if you want it, come get it, folks."
Tommy, what if this is bananas? Because I know how much, I mean, Triple H, all the way back to WrestleMania 18, the World Heavyweight Championship is the most important thing. What if they let somebody beat him?
Wow.
Can you imagine? Because the only thing the only part of that I don't like is that because it's 52 weeks a year and we know that none of these guys are going to win. So to me, it's a hollow call out. I don't think you're wrong though. But what if they did? What if they put the World Heavyweight on somebody you'd never expect?
Well, that would be crazy, and then it makes Cody chase that person. So maybe that's a storyline there. That could happen, Coach.
Yeah.
Never say
Well,
never, but I'm going to say that's not going to happen because they're making too
I
much
don't think it's going to
money.
happen either.
They're making too much money off of Cody. Works every friggin' house show, and I've
Yeah.
been to the house show, and he stays 30 minutes after the show's over, and his merch sells off the charts, Coach. So it's an interesting
The
thought.
last, huh?
It's
Interesting
an
thought, but
interesting
yeah,
thought. Yeah.
it's the last time somebody sold merch at the level of John Cena. Jay Uso has the number one shirt, but like multiple things. When we were there, Tommy, John Cena at one point had 37 cents of every dollar sold of merch. That is an insane number. An
Yeah.
insane number. And for fans who are really, really young, you remember, Tommy, when Rock was doing every house show? And think about this. They would make shirts, say they're in Des Moines.
Yep.
Finally, the Rock has come back to Des Moines. Well, you can't sell that shirt in Kansas City. So they would make them for individual cities because they knew they would sell out, Tommy.
Yep.
There's only been a few guys right over the years.
Right.
Who would you say has been on that level when it comes to merch?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, he was. He probably made more than anybody. I think
Yeah, I'm sure
dollars
he
and
did.
cents,
And
he's
he
made more
was
than anybody.
absolutely. Yep.
Wow. All right. Plenty of this bonus content if you are a BTT Plus member, or also plenty of content on the free side as well. We want everybody to come here because we're just getting started. The fall's going to be huge for us, but every single week, you talk about tent pole shows for us. We are live every single Monday night at 11:10 p.m. Eastern Time with the last word as we break down Monday Night Raw. That's the next time you'll see us. For Big Tommy C, I'm the coach. Thanks for hanging out with us right here at Behind the Turnbuckle.